Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights. I am your host Lord Fenton. Today's Neverwinter Nights build video. We're doing the Finesse Assassin. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Neverwinter Night content like this. Now real quick, this is an evil build. That means my advice is simple. You need to play at least the original campaign or the other two campaigns on the good side, so when you pick your choices, you want to go full tilt evil. Even if you make an evil character, but still you want your choice to be full tilt evil. And there's also two prestige classes we're going to get involved in this build. So when you're ready, just pick any gender you want, male, female. Just feel what you want to pick on that end. Then afterwards, race, we're going to pick halfling this time. This is a finesse build. We want much dex as possible. Yes, dexterity is the key for this build right here. In fact, for leveling, we're going to go all full dexterity. Plus, it has hide and move silently bonuses too for halflings, which is very good for this build. Now, next up is portraits. Pick any you want. I'll pick this one right here. Looks like a evil halfling. Now, we're going to pick rogue to start out. Next up, it'll be shadow dancer, only one level, and then assassin will be the last classes. We're going to do a series of leveling here, which is good. So we're just going to go through everything before we do anything else here. Yes, so we do need dodge and mobility. That's the feats we're going to go for right away. So when you pick the rogue next, alignment, you need to be evil, lawful evil, neutral evil, or chaotic evil. I am picking chaotic evil because I'm going full 9 on the evil scale with this assassin. So that is done. Now ability scores, we're going to get it up to 13 only. Dexterity, we're going to get up to 18 thanks to the halfling advantage. Constitution, we're going to get that to 14. Intelligence 14. Why? Wisdom and charisma we're going to leave at 8. So right away we already have 18 dexterity, which is very good. We added some strength so we could carry a little bit more. Constitution, hit points. Intelligence, so skill points we'll have a lot of. So that is done. We're going to configure the packages. The main thing we're going to build is hide, move silently, tumble, and use magic items. Rest will be optional, even the persuade. If you do not like persuade, dump them into somewhere else the points. But the main goal is hide, move silently, and tumble. Also use magic items is important too. You can also do listen, spot, and even set traps. Yes, set traps is part of this build too. And believe me, set traps with this build is nasty. I do mean nasty. It's a great way to lure foes to your to their dooms after you kill one of their people off. So now we're going to get everything set and go, including spot. The other ones, I think I remember open lock, but that's just there for now for the rogue side. We're building this as we're building rogue on the skill points. However, the difference is we're going to focus on the more offensive aspects of the skill points. So remember, you're going to need tumble, hide, and move silently. Those are your three main bread and butters. So now your feats, we're going to pick dodge. Now if you want to go human, go with that. You have Lex Dexterity. And that is done right here. Now customization, just do whatever you want to feel like doing. Now here's the thing about this build right here. We're doing a finesse. That means you're going to need, first of all, dual wielding. That's important. That's going to be in the build right here later on in the video. Number 2, you're going to need dexterity based weapons. I did crit rolls because they are tiny and they have that 18 through 20 threat range. You could get it dropped down to 15 through 20. Now if you have keen cast upon you, well, the threat range on that weapon is seriously OP'd. The damage is not much compared to, I say, a short sword, but still, threat range is very deadly. Yes, they're going to have to do a lot of mobility and tactics in it and planning ahead, but this is an advanced build like I said before. So once we are done with that, we're going to get going on the actual levels. Now we're going to get to the leveling scheme. Now the leveling scheme is simple. We're going to level up the rogue class until we get the first prestige, which is shadow dancer to 1 level. Back to rogue till 13, then the rest of it will be assassin. Pretty simple path. So we're going to pick the rogue first. So very important, hide, tumble, and move silently. Those are the 3 skills you want to focus on heavily. Now use magic items is also important, and set traps. Anything else is optional. Now same thing with persuade. I just did that in case I want to go into one of the 3 campaigns and play as a assassin there. So there's no feats right there. Now we're going to get to level 3. We already got dodge thanks to the character creation screen. So the same skills as before. Persuade's going to be optional. If you do not want to do persuade, then skip it and put in another set of skills or cross skills. We're going to pick mobility now for level 3. Now we have the feats prerequisites done for the prestige Shadow Dancer class. Now we're going to pick dexterity. All these stats here will be dexterity. The finesse build requires dexterity because instead of strength it will be dexterity. That's right, folks. You're going to need that dexterity when we get weapon finesse. There you go, right there. Now we're going to do the next one, which is rogue again. Everything looks fine here. So same thing as the available skills as before. Important, hide, move silently, and tumble. Also use magic items is important too, so you can use items that you couldn't use before. Now next up we're going to pick the rogue again. The skills will all be the same. Persuade is optional like I said before. If you do not like persuade, pick something else like, let's see here, maybe taunt or something else like that. There you go. Now the next one up, I did at the time, I decided to do weapon proficiency exotic, so I equipped those criticals. So now we got ourselves a nice rogue with some nice weapons here. Yes, criticals are 18 through 20 on the dice roll for criticals times 2. That's a lower threshold than some of the other weapons. So that's good right there. Now we're going to pick rogue. We have access to the assassin. We're not going to do that yet. So pick the same skills as before. We're going to keep on doing that. Yep, we're just going to do those skills there. And yeah, just keep on doing what you want to do for the optional part. Hit OK. Now we're going to go rogue. We're going to do actually Shadow Dancer. Yes, this is the only time you're going to level up your Shadow Dancer. Dexterity. Now we have 20 dexterity. That's good. Now we are going to do is we're not going to do disable traps. What we're going to do is hide. That's number 1. What we're going to do is move silently, and then we are going to do is tumble. And rest will leave the points more likely there. So if you want to pick the other ones, then go ahead. We'll even do persuade for the heck of it. And now we got hide in plain sight. That's a very powerful feat right there. So now we're going to go back to the rogue. Pick the same skills. Now hide in plain sight does is when you hide, after you break combat, immediately hide, you get to hide again, then go back and do sneak attacks. Very powerful for the assassin and rogue classes. Pick the same skills in the rogue tree. A few will be behind, so pick which one you want to kick behind. If you don't like persuading, you can put that behind, and put the other ones you like there too. So, still, it's important to get tumble, hide, and move silently. That's dire. Now we got ourselves another feat. We're going to go down to Weapon Finesse. Now here's the thing about Weapon Finesse. Instead of strength rolls, we're going to do dexterity rolls. That is right. That means dexterity rolls means it'll be into dexterity and strength for bonus attacks. Now it's only for certain weapons. You have to read the description for that. But criticals, daggers, and short swords are the great categories in that, including also hand axes. Now we're going to go into rogue levels again, and we're going to pick the same skills as before. Alright, that's it right there. Now we're going to pick a level 10 rogue. We're almost a few levels away from being a full-blown assassin. So pick the skills you want to pick before. Tumble, hide, and move silently is important. Also use magical items. We're going to do improve evasion next, since we're going to have a little bit on the defensive side, which is really nice. I do mean really nice. Also, when a reflex roll hits, you only take half a damage if it's successful. And we got 15 on the reflex rolls, which is good. So we're going to pick rogue again. We're going to pick dexterity. That's going to be important. Now we're blowing through the original campaign at least, or the tail end of Shadows of Undertine. Pick the same skills as before. And there you go right there. Now the next thing up we're going to pick right now is Weapon Focus Criticals. We're going to pick that, or your favorite Weapon Finesse weapon. There you go. Now we're going to be a level 12 Rogue next. We're going to pick the same skills as before. Make sure you have Hide, Move Silently, and Tumble at least. That's important. Very important. We got Tumble up there, so that's very nice. Now we're going to be level 13 Rogue. That's going to be the last time to become a Rogue. That book will be said and done. The ship will be said and done. Pick the skills in the Rogue trees. There you go, right there. Tumble 2 and use magical items. Now we're going to do defensive roll. This is going to help us greatly for reflex saves when we move around and get in position, or move around, run away, and hit that hide, because we have hide in plain sight. If we could break the enemy sight successfully with the hide there, we are done our job. Now we're going to pick the next level, will be assassin from here on out. We're going to do hide, listen, that's what I'm doing right here. Move silently, let's see what else I did. Spot, tumble, and use magical items. And one more thing we're going to do is, for the fun of it, listen. It'll be a little bit more offensive orientated skills. In other words, we're going to be offensive from here on out thanks to being an assassin. We also got Death Strike, which is nice too, which is kind of like paralyzes a foe. Yeah, or Death Attack, that's what they call it. And use Poison we could do. Now we pick Ambidexterity, so this way we could, anytime we dual wield, well, we won't get penalized much, which is good. Every time we equip an offhand weapon, you will get heavily penalized unless you have 3 feats. 2 weapon fighting, improved 2 weapon fighting, and by dexterity, we'll get those penalties down big time. So now we're going to pick dexterity for the next level. Same skills as the assassin. Make sure you get hide, move silently, tumble, and at least use items. Also set traps you should get too. Since we're going to be setting traps as we plan accordingly, in case we are in deep trouble. Yes, folks, you're going to be using traps for this. That said and done, no feats besides the assassin ones. Now, the assassin class will have some spell-like abilities once per day, like Ghostly Visage, which means 50% concealment. Invisibility spells conceals you more, and Darkness, which enemies cannot see you, which means you can do sneak attacks. Really nice. Now, death attacks, by the way, you must make sure you're out of combat. When that hits, foes get paralyzed. You can kill them. Now, the next feat up, we're going to go down the list, is 2 weapon fighting. We're going to start building that profile right there. There you have it. 2 of the 3 dual wielding feats we have now got. So that's good right there. Now we're going to level up our assassin further. At this point in the game, we're definitely into Hordes of the Underdark. Yes, we are. So now we pick the same assassin skills as before. There you have it. And now we're there, level 20. Last of the non-epic levels, and we're going to full assassin tree. So we're just going to keep on going with the same skills. Alright, once you're done with that, hit the OK button. And if I remember right, I'm just going over everything, including use magical items. Now we're level 21 next, which is epic levels. We're not an epic assassin yet, but still, we're in the epics now. We're still going to pick the assassin from here on out. So, set traps, spot, use magical items, tumble. Now, I am going down the list. If I remember right, I think I did was improved 2-handed fighting. We got invisibility 2 now. So when we cast that, we have a nice concealment, unless full seizure with true sight or in true seeing spells. So that is it for dual wielding. So now we're going to still pick assassin class, prestige class. The skills from the assassin one like we did before previously. There you go. Now we're still pick assassin. At this point we're doing so well in Hordes of the Underdark, being full-blown evil. That's right, folks, we're going evil. And evil is good. Now we're going to go for assassin, which will be level 10 assassin. Dexterity, that's important. We're starting to finish up Hordes of the Underdark, which is great. Pick the same skills as the assassin you did before. Now the next thing we're going to do is go down the list, and I am searching for epic weapon focused criticals. you get to do more damage with them. Now we're still leveling the assassin, still picking the assassin skills we previously picked. They're getting up there, including our hide, tumble, and move silently and use magical items. So we're still picking the assassin, still getting the skills for it. Well, make sure you get it. And once we are done with that, that's it right there. Another assassin level up next. We're really hitting the assassin levels. At this point, we should be almost being Hordes of the Underdark game, which is really good. And you're on your way of conquering the world of Faerun. So next up, we're doing improve critical. We'll do criticals. So the threat range will be dropped to 15 through 20. You roll those dice, you crit more often. Especially with a tiny weapon, you're really fast. So now we're going to do dexterity right here. Yep, we're going to do that. Now we're going to select hide, move silently, and also tumble, use magical devices or anything else you feel great on. Now, next one I'm going to do is epic reflexes. So our reflex saves get nice bonuses out of it, which we do want for this build. Now, next up, we're going to level again, which is the assassin, which is going to be hide, move silently, set traps, of course, spot, just giving you a nice review, tumble, and use magical items. That's it right there. Death attack is getting more damage too, which is really nice. Still going to pick the assassin, same skills as before. Now, at this point, you should be going in the Prestige Worlds or the Beyond Hordes of the Underdark campaigns. We're going to do epic dodge. So we evade the first attack automatically, which is really nice. Do mean really nice. Yes, there's some defenses in this finesse build, however, it is worth it. So just in case you want to run and hide, or run and then run them into a trap, then hide and ambush them. So we're still picking the assassin level and dexterity. At this point, our dexterity should be up there, which is real nice. We're going to get the non-greater dexterity skills, feats first. So now we're going to do is great dexterity here. We have no choice. Add more dexterity to our character, which is at 27, which is nice. Now we level up again, pick the assassin skills. Now at this point, you should definitely see some devastating results. Next up, we're going to pick his armor skin to prove our AC, since we're wearing light armor, which is 27 AC now. Now, thanks to the 2 AC bump right there in that department. Of course, I'm wearing regular leather armor, so keep that in mind. Now, we're still going to level up the assassin, get the skills there. We're getting close to capping out our characters completely to 40. There you have it. Now, we're going to pick the assassin's class dexterity for the ability points, and the skills will be the same. We got that one more time for 4 more levels. Now we're going to pick another feat right here, which is, I'm looking for it, epic prowess, and then great dexterity too. Bonus to attacks, more dexterity since we have Weapon Finesse build, and Weapon Finesse skill right here, which is good. Now we pick assassin, hide, same thing as the others, pick what you did previously, and you should do fine. At this point, our hide should be crazy. Same thing as move silently. Now we're closing out on the assassin levels, which is really nice at this point in the video. Yep, there you go. Now just keep on going on that. Pick the assassin level. We're closing in on the last ability point to upgrade. There you go. Now at this point, we're going down the list right here. We have one choice: greater dexterity. That's it right there. I'm going to level up again, which is assassin. We're going to do dexterity. Now we're going to be leveling up again. What will happen with this? There will be a feat menu, which will be a new thing, self-concealment, which is 10% on concealment, which means less likely to get hit. I have abilities that has 50%, so that's why I'm picking great dexterity 4. Now with 32 dexterity, our character is good and ready to go. So now we're at level 40, and the next segment of the video will be equipment. What should you equip? Now, real quick, I did dexterity items and strength for the belt. I did helmet. I looked for something for resistance and immunity. Now, boots, I did of Evelyn kind because you move silently. The cloak I did for stealth, or I should say hide. So hide and move silent items you're looking for. Ring of regeneration I did. Rest I did resistant items. Look for anything that has dexterity. That's important. Now if you don't want a strength belt, then you can look for something for dexterity. But at least they get boots of elven kind, and some kind of cloak has nice hide properties to it, so you have 90 plus hide now. So now that it's said and done for items, also one more tip is get traps and poisons and buff potions too. The next part is the demonstration. Now here's the demonstration right here. I have 2 poison vials right there. You need to apply them to each weapon since we are dual wielding criticals on each one, which gives us a nice advantage against some foe we stealth against. We have deadly traps too. We're not going to put that out yet until I go to arena statue and spawn the enemies there. Now for your slots right here is your potions. I didn't do that, which is a big whoops, but still put your potions in the hot slots. You can do it faster. You want at least the constitution, dexterity, strength, armor potions, attack potions, speed, and even invisibility if you want to get away real fast. But still, I would advise just hitting that run button, just run away and then use the magnifying glass. You have speed, which is great though, because with speed, well, you're going to run away faster. Now we're going to pick a whole bunch of drow we're going to butcher. Now this part 1 of our demonstration is foes that are crit hitable. In other words, you could do some nice critical hits on foes, and that's it right there. Now I am in hiding mode. I have to be careful. Stop right there. Remember, when you hide, scout out. Now we set up ourselves our nice trap point to lure one of the drow foes there. Now next up I am going to do is attempt to hide again. Yep, hit the hide button. Make sure you always hide. And they cannot see us at all since we have 90 plus hide. We're going to go behind the drow high mage. Pop right there. Death attack. Paralyze him. He's already dead. I'm tumbling. I'm trying to do is lose him right there. Yeah, this is a hide and seek kind of play game. There you have it right there. One enemy cannot see us. The other enemy can. And there you go. Attack evaded. Tumble successful. Now at this point, if you keep on getting enemies getting away from you, here's my advice. I would do is just use darkness. Now I did invisibility, so this way I'd be more invisible. They can't see me now. I could go and hide again. Hit your hide button right here. You're getting yourself set up for another sneak attack. This poor drow is going to get it right here. There you go, sneak attack. Already dead, 2 hits. Now at this point, I decided to play let's lure the last one to the traps. Yes, when they do, they get slowed down, entangled. You can see a few moments there, right there, they're moving slowly. Now, I can't do anything else since my hide failed. So, I'm casting darkness. When you cast darkness, what happens is you get unlimited sneak attacks as long as you're in the darkness. As long as foes are not immune to it, see? Thanks to darkness, sneak attacks 1. Now we had 90 through 100 damage, which is really nice on foes thanks to sneak attack and death attacks. So next up in our demonstration will be undead foes. Why this build's effective for that too. Now we're going to be picking a Lich and a Doom Knight. They are undead, they're immune to critical hits, they're immune to sneak attacks. We have a concealment or ghostly vintage, which gives us concealment. We have also invisibility. Now you still need to hit the hide button, so this way when you're hiding, you're stealthing more. Now you're just setting yourself up at this point for first strike. Now that's the only downside of this build is you will not be able to get the crits in. However, with so much dodge mechanics in, tumble, and more, you're going to be hit less often. Plus I have a nice ring of regen there, regen some of my hit points in case I do get hit. Now we're already tearing up this Lich pretty badly with criticals since they are quick and fast. They're tiny weapons, and they're especially great for gnomes and halflings. There you go, Lich went down without even summoning help. For this point, for giggles, I saw I summon a deadly trap. You also summon holy traps too, and this way foes who are undead gets hit by them. Now I just did entangle and slow them down some, see? He's already at injured level, this Doom Knight here, commander. And this poor Doom Knight commander is going to die soon, badly injured. And yeah, we're almost at the, it's near death. And there you have it. Your immune to crits and sneak attacks are dead. And that's about it for the combat demonstration. Let me mouse over real quick on the damage, and let me show everybody that right now, which is important. So you see all right there, threat rolls high, attacks evaded, 92 on the crit right there, plus same thing on the sneak attacks too. So basically we're a Titanic beast right there for this build right here, the Weapon Finesse Assassin build. Well, that's it for my Neverwinter Night Finesse Assassin build. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.